Good morning, you guys. It's Lizelle and welcome back to another vlog. So today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. I decided that I wanted to pick up the camera today and bring you guys along for my kind of like weekly reset where I get everything all ready and aligned for the new week. Now this is of course like things that sometimes I don't even do on a Sunday, like I'll do it on a Monday. It's just really to clear my mind, like mentally clear my space and just make me feel refreshed and ready for the new week. But best believe sometimes I will do this like midweek just because I'm like, everything feels crazy, like I just need to clear everything and have a clear plate. So this isn't stuff that you just have to do on a Sunday. You can do this any day of the week. But yeah, I thought that I'd bring you guys along for my day today as I do all of that. First things first, I need to strip my bed because I do like to wash my bed sheets, or rather change my bed sheets because I have multiple different sets, but I do like to change my sheets every week because I feel as though it's really important. Sleep hygiene wise, I feel like it is very important. So that is what we're gonna do first, is change my sheets, or rather strip these sheets off so I can put new ones on. Hence the reason why I haven't made my bed yet, because I knew that's what I was going to be doing. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some breakfast now because I haven't had breakfast yet, and I think I want to make myself some pancakes. I have a couple of bananas that are like ready to go, so I'm gonna have not banana pancakes, I'm just gonna make like plain pancakes, but then top them with like bananas, strawberries and maple syrup, and that is what I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with it, making that.
To take a step out, get some pen now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me one low. You so, baby, I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've kept from losing the rest of me. I believe that I wasted the best of me. Oh, you baby, you don't care.
Sunday breakfast is served. We have pancakes with a few strawberries and a banana chopped up on top, and then some sugar-free maple syrup. I know this looks like a lot, but to be honest, the pancakes that I made were more like pikelets, like they were small in size. I've just like spread them out on the plate, so it looks like a lot, but it's probably equivalent to like 2 or 3 big pancakes. So I'm sure I can finish this. I did also make myself an iced coffee, so I have that, and I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my breakfast. This looks really good. I swear it looks like a lot, but I think I can finish it. I'm currently just waiting for another load of laundry to finish. Thankfully, I did majority of like my house cleaning yesterday on Saturday, just because I was in like ultra cleaning mode. So I was like vacuuming floors, mopping, dusting, and just like furiously cleaning my house. I was just in a major cleaning mode. So all of my big cleaning was done like yesterday. That all I really need to do is just my laundry, pretty much. That's all I have to do today. But typically on Sundays, what I always try to do is do my weekly planning. So this is my current planner, the self-care planner. I've mentioned this in a previous vlog, but I really like it because the emphasis is on self-care. And I feel like self-care isn't just about, you know, pampering yourself, doing face masks, exfoliating, like all of the exterior stuff, which don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. And I feel like that is a part of self-care, obviously, because when you feel confident with the way that you look, then it's going to manifest internally and make you feel confident inside as well as outside. But I feel like self-care is also doing those nitty-gritty tasks that we don't always like to do, like planning out our weeks, figuring out what our meals will be for the week, even down to like going into your bank account and checking what your expenses and your influx of money is, and just planning out your budget for the week. I feel like that's really important as well. Like that's a major part of self-care, and I feel like when I have all of those things sorted and I know what's going on, then I feel much more settled and balanced and at peace. So yes, that's what I'm currently doing. Like I said, this is my planner. I'll show you guys like a blank section just because I don't want to show you like my actual business. But this is basically how it looks on the inside. So it's undated, which is great because you can literally start this any time of the year if you want to pick this up for yourself. The self-care planner from Simple Self Co. I'll leave a link in the description box if you guys are interested. But basically what I like to do every week, I do my monthly plan like just before the beginning of the next month, but I do like to go over it at the end or towards the end of every week, just so I'm aware of like what things I have coming up, whether it be like appointments or bills that I have to pay or that kind of thing. Most of my bills are on autopilot, like they just deduct themselves out of my bank account, so it's kind of like I don't even think about my bills, but I still like to know like what's coming out when. And yeah, so I like the way that this is laid out, very simple. I like how it's easy to look at, it's all in one place. And then for the weekly part, this is the part that I mainly focus on every week, is if I pull up a blank section. So basically this is like the plan for the next week. So I'll go in and I'll write down like what my personal to-dos are for the coming week and what my work to-dos are, like tasks that I have to complete for work. And then it's just got like these other little sections here which puts a little more emphasis on the whole like self-care aspect of things. So you've got like a little habit tracker for your hours of sleep, your mood, and then I write in whatever other habits I'm trying to continuously do, which would be like gratitude journaling, reading. I always want to make sure that I read every day. Taking my vitamins, that's another one that I always write down in here, so then I can keep track of it, because I look at this every single day when I wake up in the morning to do my daily plan. So then it's like easy for me to be like, damn, I forgot to take my vitamins yesterday. So it kind of is like a physical reminder for me to see, like a visual reminder. But this is the day to a page portion of the planner as well. And I will go through and kind of loosely plan out like what my week is looking like. And I find it really helpful because then I don't go into the week or the day being like, well, okay, what do I have to do today? What was that thing that I told myself I needed to do? Like everything's written down. I'm a very visual person. Like I like to have things written down, so it really helps me. So I just like to take my time on a Sunday typically and just sit in here and write all of that down and figure out like what my upcoming week is looking like and what my plans are and how I want to schedule it out. So since I'm waiting for my laundry to finish, I already hung up the other load, but I'm doing a little bit more laundry, so while I wait for that I can do something productive. And then I think after I'm done with all of my laundry, I want to step out for a bit, get some sunshine, because it is a really beautiful day today. I mean, you can't even really see, but it is very nice and sunny outside, so I kind of want to take advantage of that and go out for a walk or something, go get a coffee. So yeah, I just thought I would update you guys, show you a little bit of behind the scenes of how I like to balance my self-care, because yeah, self-care isn't just about doing like the fun cute stuff like lighting candles and doing face masks and making cute meals and stuff. Like that stuff's important too, but I feel like it also goes down to making sure that you plan things out for yourself, knowing what your budget is, like all those things that we don't like to do, but it really does help when we know that we have it under control. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of planning and I'll catch up with you guys later. It's a little while later now and I am done with my planning. I'm done with my laundry. I did my cleaning yesterday, so that's out of the way. So pretty much everything at home is sorted and planned and organized for the coming week, which I'm feeling really good about. Let me tell you guys, if you feel as though you feel overwhelmed and like you're all over the place and you don't know where to start with things, sit down and just write everything that's in your brain on a piece of paper in dot points, kind of like a big to-do list where you just write down everything that's on your mind in terms of things that you need to do, things that you want to achieve, that kind of thing. I feel like it helps a lot, because sometimes for me when I'm feeling overwhelmed and I start to get anxiety is because of the fact that I have so many things stored up here that I find it difficult to, first of all, remember them and then also navigate through them to get them done. So I feel like planning, writing things down really helps. So I would recommend doing that like on a regular weekly basis, because then everything is in front of you. You can see it. You don't have to keep things stored up in your brain, which in turn, for me, I know at least for me, this is what it does. It makes me feel overwhelmed, which eventually gives me anxiety, and then I just, yeah, for mental clarity, I like to write everything down. So enough about that. As I said, I'm done with all of that. As you guys can see, I'm in my car. I'm actually about to head out. I think I want to go try and just get out of the house, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D, some sunlight, and just spend the rest of my Sunday afternoon kind of chilling, and maybe go for a walk or get a coffee or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you guys along with me. Can see I am home now. I got home about 5 minutes ago, and it is just about to be 5 p.m. so I was gone for a fair few hours, but it honestly just felt so good to get out of the house and get some fresh air, some sunlight. I walked around through South Bank and then got myself a drink and just found a spot to sit and just sat like in the sunlight, in the afternoon sun, and it felt really, really good. And then I spent some time just walking around, and it felt really good to just get moving, get out of the house, get some sunlight. I feel like people don't realize how beneficial sunlight is for the soul. Like, I know it sounds corny, but if you're struggling with depression or anxiety, or just not feeling your best, like you're just feeling a little bit off or down, go for a walk. Like, go for a nice walk, whether it be like even half an hour of your time. 30 minutes out of a 24-day is literally nothing. Even if you just get out of the house and walk around your block, you will feel better. Honestly, it's just so good for the mind, for the body, for the soul. I feel like, yeah, it's just very cleansing, if that makes sense. But yes, that felt really good. Kind of sweating right now because it is a little bit hot today. I feel like inside my house it's always so cold, and then when I step out it's hot. So I think winter is like pretty much over, even though I think spring officially starts on the 1st of September here in Australia. So yeah, the warmer days are definitely on their way. But right now I still need to put my sheets on my bed. You guys can see me in the mirror, but I still need to put my sheets on my bed, and then I have laundry that I have to fold or hang and put away, and then more laundry that I need to bring in from outside that's hanging out to dry. So I think I'm just gonna kind of chill for a bit, probably call Alan, relax, and then I will get back into doing a few more productive things for the rest of my day, and then after that it'll be time for dinner. Alright you guys, it's a little while later, and as you can see I'm joined by Alan. We're actually just about to watch The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and we discovered this new, like, what would you call it, love? Like a Netflix party type thing. I don't know how to properly describe it, but it's kind of like Netflix party, but I feel like it's cooler because you can see, yeah, watch party. I think it's better because you can actually see the other person, and like it's on the same screen, if that makes sense, because before we'd have to like FaceTime, and I'd put my phone like here next to the computer.
Right. We'd make sure that our phones don't die while we're
I know, yeah, but this makes it so much easier. So this website is called Cena.com. So it's pretty much like a browser extension if you have Chrome, and it's so easy to use, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited. It's the little things, you guys, like, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. It's the little things. So we're gonna go ahead and watch now.
You gotta let them know what time it is.
What time it is? Oh yeah, okay. So it's currently, I don't know if you guys can see the time, but it's currently about to be 6 here, 6 p.m. on Sunday, which means that it's 4 a.m. on Sunday for you.
Yeah.
The things that he does for me, I swear, the sweetest.
It's the only way we can make time.
I know, yeah, we do what we can. But we're gonna go ahead and probably just watch like one episode. We're watching The People vs. O.J. Simpson. So Ready, love?
Yeah, this should be good. I mean, I lived these moments in the
Yeah.
90s, so I'm like, I can't wait
Crazy.
to see this.
All right, let's get started.
All right.
Say bye.
Deuces.
As you guys might be able to tell, I just put some fresh bed sheets on my bed, and I'm upset because I realized that it's shrunk. Like, if you look at the edge here, it's supposed to come down to like here, but it has definitely shrunk. I think I must have put this in the dryer the last time I washed it, and yeah, it's just like not sitting properly. It's meant to be a lot bigger than this, but probably something to do with the whole texture of it, because it's like that waffle type of look. It must have just shrunk when I put it in the dryer. So to anyone else who has like a waffle type of a bed sheet set, don't put it in the dryer, because I'm pretty sure that's what causes it to shrink. And I feel like the pillows as well, like the pillowcases, I feel as though it was really hard to get my pillows into them because they've shrunk as well. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to buy a new set, because honestly, this is probably my favorite sheet set that I have for my bed. So yeah, it still works, but note to self, do not put bed sheets in the dryer because they can possibly shrink. I pretty much spent the past few hours with Alan while watching that The People vs. O.J. Simpson series, I think it is, yeah, the series, and pretty interesting so far. I've seen like bits and pieces of it here and there, but I haven't watched it, like I haven't watched each episode from start to finish, so it's good that we started that. But right now it's a little bit later in the evening. I want to go and take a shower and put on a face mask. I also have a bunch of clean laundry here that I need to fold and hang and put away. So I think what I'm gonna do now is go and head into the shower, wash off the day, probably wash my hair as well, put on a face mask, and then I will get into probably folding some laundry while I watch something else. That's pretty much how I like to spend my Sunday evenings, is just unwinding and relaxing while I get things done, if that makes sense. But speaking of unwinding and relaxing, I have this glass house candle here that I am yet to burn. And what scent is this again? A Taha Affair, vanilla and caramel. I feel like this is the only vanilla and caramel candle that I know of that smells distinctly like this. Like, obviously vanilla and caramel is a very like basic candle scent, let's be real, but this one is very distinct. I wish you guys could smell it, but yeah, I figured that since we're kind of unwinding and relaxing, and I've had this sitting here for a minute, I should probably burn it. But I did recently pick up this candle care kit, and I know it sounds very extra, but taking care of your candles is actually important, especially when they're a little bit on the more expensive side, because if you don't care for them properly, if you don't let the wicks burn properly and all that kind of stuff, you'll end up wasting the candle because you're not getting the full effect from it. So basically, this candle care kit thing comes with like a wick trimmer, and this didn't come with it. This is my I've shown this before. This is my, if I can turn it on, my lighter, rechargeable lighter. But yeah, it comes with a wick trimmer, a wick pick, if in case you need to like pick the wick out of the wax, and then a little, so yeah, and then this tray as well. So typically, I mean, honestly, you can use scissors. You don't have to get like a specific candle kit thing, but typically you just want to use this to trim the wicks shorter, because if you leave it long, it's going to create that black smoke effect around the edge, and it also like disturb the scent of your candle in the process. So you should always trim your wicks before you burn your candles. And then when you're burning a candle for the very first time, if it's a good quality wax, you want to let it burn for a while to the point that the wax melts towards the edge, because if you just light it like this and let it burn for say 10 more minutes and the wax doesn't melt, like you just let it melt like that and then blow it out, your candle will hollow out, because candles, funnily enough, have a memory. I swear, sometimes I don't know how I retain so much random information like this, but basically candles have a memory. So if you light it and you burn it for like 20 minutes and you haven't let the wax melt to the edges of the candle, then the next time you burn the candle, it is going to hollow out, like it burns down obviously, and the wax has already created a dip in itself, so then it's not going to burn evenly. And you want a candle to burn evenly for it to last longer and also to get your full use out of it. So there's a fun fact for you guys, candles 101. But yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, put a face mask on, and then I'll come back to do some laundry folding. As you guys can see, I am back all freshly showered, and I do have a mask on currently, which is why I look like this. And if I continue to talk for too much longer, it's gonna slide off my face. But this is just the Neutrogena Youthful Boost mask. It's not a sheet mask, as you can see, it's like a gel type of mask. But I'm just gonna leave this on for a minute while I fold my laundry and probably find something to watch on Netflix. But I'm feeling really good right now. My space is clean, everything's organized for the week coming up, and I'm doing a face mask. So I'm taking care of myself mentally, spiritually, physically. It's just been a really good day for me today. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold my laundry, watch some Netflix, and I will check in with you guys afterwards, after this comes off my face. So I'm back and the face mask is off, which means that my skin is all freshly cleansed and moisturized and ready for bed. Always love a face mask on a Sunday night. I feel like it's the perfect way to end off my week. But I was actually thinking about this earlier. Today, obviously, I've shown you guys a bunch of things that I like to do as part of my weekly reset or Sunday reset. It's just kind of like me, as I said, clearing my plate, getting things organized so I feel as though I can start fresh. But I don't want you guys to think that if you don't do these things, then you're not organized or you're not starting your week right or whatever it may be. Sometimes for me, a weekly reset is comprised of me just doing nothing. I'll be the first to admit that I've had days where I can't bring myself to do things, especially with the year that 2020 was with the pandemic, and then again this year for us Aussies in 2021. We've been in and out of lockdowns, and I mean there's been other states that have been stuck in lockdowns for extended periods of time, and that can be very mentally draining. So sometimes a weekly reset just has to be doing nothing and not putting pressure on yourself to do so much, because yeah, I feel good when I do all of these things and I'm like, okay, cool, I've gotten all my tasks done, I've gotten my things ready for the upcoming week or even for the next day. But sometimes I can feel just as good if I take a day to do nothing at all, and we need that. Like, I feel like that needs to be more normalized in society, because it's definitely, over the years, from my personal experience, from what I've seen, is that there's a very big like hustle mentality and hustle culture where you always got to be doing things and getting things done, and I've definitely been sucked into that in the past, I'll admit, which I also want to say there's nothing wrong with that either. Everybody is different, but I feel like I go through waves where I do want to be always doing something and always productive and always completing tasks, but then there's also days or weeks where I just need to relax and like slow it down a little bit. So I feel like that needs to be normalized as well, where sometimes a weekly reset is just taking time for yourself to do nothing and not have to focus on like cleaning or getting laundry done or doing all of those mundane tasks that help you stay aligned. So yeah, I just wanted to say that as well. I'll probably do a video about that, kind of like how I reset myself whenever I am feeling as though I'm going through like a depressive episode or not really feeling my best, or a self-care, like mental care type of day, because I feel like, yeah, that needs to be normalized, because there is a lot of like hustle culture out there, which I know can make people feel bad in a sense when they see other people getting things done and achieving things, which is great because that kind of stuff does inspire me. But sometimes you just gotta, like I said, slow it down and take a day for yourself. So yeah, that's it. That's my little chat for the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Today was definitely like a productive but still chill day, which honestly, my piece of advice, I just want to leave, like end on this note, is my piece of advice for anybody out there who's going through a tough time, especially if you are currently in lockdown or even if you're just like struggling with life at the moment. Take some time to go outside, Like, take some time, even if it be 30 minutes of your day, like I said earlier, take 30 minutes of your day to go outside, get some fresh air, go for a walk, and get off your phone, get off your computer, just take in like what's around you and have a look around and really concentrate on being present and just taking yourself away from viewing what other people are doing or viewing what's on news and media. Just take some time out for yourself. Go outside, get in the sun. I honestly will vouch for that, that getting fresh air and sunlight, we need that. So that's all I want to say for the end of the vlog. As always, I hope you guys are staying safe, looking after yourselves and looking out for each other. I'll talk to you in the comments and I shall see you all in my next video.